Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace and I am an intuitive tarot reader. Today we are doing the video that you chose on my Instagram poll, which we had a choice between a tarot deck or to do a full moon reading, and you guys all chose the full moon. Before we get started, I do just want to touch a little bit on the energy of this full moon, what you guys can expect due to the sign that it's in. And then once we do the energy forecast, we'll go ahead and jump into the reading. If you don't want to listen to the forecast of the energy, you can go ahead and click on the link down in the description box or in the comment section to jump straight to the reading. And so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the forecast of the energy of this current full moon. Okay, fam, so this full moon is happening this May 26th, which is next week. And this full moon is actually going to be a really juicy one. And I say that because it is going to be in the sign of Sagittarius, but this full moon is also going to be called a blood moon. Now, the reason why it's called a blood moon is because there's going to be a total lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth stands directly between the moon and the sun, which then results in the Earth basically casting its own shadow on the moon. And because of this shadow, it actually appears off a reddish hue, hence the name the blood moon. Now, this blood moon or eclipse full moon is also going to be called the flower moon. And that's just only named because, you know, flowers are blooming around this time of the year. Summer is pretty much kicking off. And so this full moon has a lot of names. It's the full moon in Sagittarius. It's also going to be the flower moon as well as the reddish or blood moon. Now, this full moon is going to be the first eclipse of this year, and it also is going to be in Gemini season. So all my Gemini babies, happy early birthday. My son is a Gemini, so this is going to be a really fun time. I do also want to say, because we're entering in the Gemini area, that your mind can definitely probably play little tricks on you. Gemini is a dual sign. There's two of them in a sense, right? So you want to kind of be a little bit aware of how your mindset is going, where you're putting your mindset, the energy, and kind of think before you pretty much react. And I say that because we're going to be in the sign of Sagittarius in this full moon. And Sagittarius is actually the opposite sign of Gemini. Whenever you have a moon sign, you also want to look at the opposite sign because that's what's also going to be affected for you. So just because we're going to be, this is a full moon in Sagittarius, we are still going to be dealing with the Gemini aspects of it's all in your, like it's all mental, it's all within your head, it's communication, it's how your mind frame thinks. And full moons in astrology always takes place where the sun and the moon are opposite of each other on the zodiac sign, which is why this point in the lunar cycle is known for bringing tension and climaxes. Full moons are really good for that energy in a sense. You know, we want to kind of bring up the energy that no longer suits us and then get rid of it. But then at the same time, we don't know how that tension or how that climax or where it's going to affect us unless we know what's in our birth chart as far as the zodiac sign goes and the energy and the placement that is in within us, but also within our birth charts. Because of this full moon also being an eclipse, we can expect to feel that the chaotic energy is going to be quadrupled. It's going to be bringing so many different changes and that we're going to be realigned with our fate. And I can say this for myself in particular, that a few months ago when I started to really do this, I didn't have the sense that this was going to be something I wanted to do on a like daily term. It was kind of like once in a while with my personal journey, as you guys would probably have listened in my past episodes or past videos that I posted out on this channel. And the thought process of how I wanted to start this channel into where I'm at right now has completely changed. My mindset on where I feel as if where I need to be and where I need to go has completely changed. And again, that's all in my mind. That's all in my it's all in my gut, and it's like my spirit team, my angels and everyone in the universe is pushing me into my actual fate, which is doing more of these, being more being more of a tarot reader and providing that influential kind of guidance that everyone is requiring, or everyone, in my opinion, really does need in some kind of form of their life, and to really help them understand how tarot is a divination tool, and it's not something that is scary, but it actually can help you, guide you in your own journey as you go through your life. And so for me personally, I can definitely say that because of the energy that of this full moon and the energies right now, the different planets, it's definitely going to realign with your fate and what you're supposed to be doing. So additionally, both the sun and the moon will be squaring off with the planet Jupiter, and Jupiter is currently in the sensitive sign of Pisces. This full moon, you can expect to lead down a road of escapism, kind of overindulgence, and you may be emotionally overreacting. Pisces sometimes can be a little bit too sensitive, and a little things could be a little bit too touchy. So not only are we dealing with this full moon energy of everything coming in and being an eclipse, but then we're also dealing with the Jupiter energy, which is in Pisces, you know, and yes, it's all about abundance and things like that and wealth, but it's also the side of Pisces of being a little sensitive and being overindulgent on certain things. So just be a little bit aware of that as well. You want to just make sure that you're checking in with yourself and making sure that you're not taking things a little bit too far, because you don't want to, like I said, overreact because of the energy of Pisces. So with the energy of the Sagittarius being in the lunar eclipse, we can stimulate our own beliefs in such a big way. We can fight for what we believe in passionately, and we can definitely defend our own beliefs full-heartedly. This can be a little problematic though. You know, a lot of people can be very open and automatically jump to conclusions and taking really big risks without really thinking about it. But if you tend to be a little bit highly emotional, you may have a hard time being more being objectable or being objective in this situation, logical, and you may just instead jump ahead and not really think about what you have to do or how it's disrespecting others' boundaries. So just make sure that during this time that you take your time, basically, that you don't rush and that you allow yourself to experience things and process emotions the way that you want. Again, this is going to be a lot of energy floating around this time of the full moon. So try to come at a place where you're not so hard on yourself, but yet you're not so sensitive to others' reactions as well. Like I said, Sagittarius rules space and freedom. And so if we crave more space, take the space that you need. You don't have to run for the hills or do anything dramatic, but just make sure that you're finding space within, allowing yourself to kind of decompose and get the space or the breath that you need in order for yourself to calm down. But you don't need to ignore your responsibilities, and you don't need to, you know, go to nature and camp for the whole weekend. Like, it's not that serious. Well, it might be for some, but I'm saying you could just take a moment to really reassure yourself of where you're going and what you're doing, and do it in a way of kind of like a form of self-care. Let people know, like, hey, like, I'm setting the boundaries for this time. I know it's going to be a little chaotic. I'm already feeling the emotions. Let's just take things a little step back and not really think too much about what we need to do right now. Let's just get over this full moon energy and really allow ourselves to kind of understand everybody's place before we just react. So that's what I would say, just to be a little bit safe. But again, everybody's a little different. So I would just say be a little cautious, take the time that you need, release the stuff that you no longer want, allow the energies to show you where you're supposed to go, and then go with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But with that being said, that is going to be the energy of this full moon. And so let's just go ahead and jump over to the reading. I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming in. My name is Candace, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the tarot reading. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, you guys chose the full moon tarot reading, and I'm just going to go ahead and use all of these cards here, all of these oracle cards I was already pulled and like kind of called to pull these for today's reading. I do want to just give a little disclaimer before we go ahead and get started. Yes, I am open for tarot readings. All that information to book a reading with me will be down in the description box down below. I also just want to say that tarot is a means of a tool. It is not anything that you need to set in stone. You have the way, or you have the ability to change your outcome. And so I don't want you guys to think that tarot is said and done. This is how your life's going to go. This is how the full moon experience is going to be for you. It's not like that. I go off of current energy. And so whatever the cards do display out to me, I'm going off the energies of what it is and going with the feel of it. So please take this as something, as like a little information for you to go ahead with your full moon energy. I do just want to say that tarot is something that it's not set in stone. And so you don't have to feel as if this is the only way or this is the only thing that's going to be happening for you during this full moon. You absolutely have the choice, or you have the ways to make it different for you. I personally just go off of energy, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to be using the Muse Tarot deck. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get shuffling. I'm going to do a quick cleanse on the tarot deck here. All right. Quick one right there. All right. Spirit guides, what message do you have? So what message do you have for the collective on this full moon? Oh. Okay, say this one, not that one. They say no on that one. And they say keep shuffling. Here, can I have one more card, please? Okay. All right, you guys. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Voices. We are definitely moving away from things that no longer suits us, and we are looking for a new journey. I immediately am thinking of like, this is kind of like a bridge and she's about to jump off, kind of, because you can see like the lines there. But I definitely feel as if because we were dealing with the mental, and again, we're going to be in the essence of Gemini season. We're going to be all about the mind frame, the thinking, communicating. With the Six of Voices, this is the Six of Swords in the tarot deck. And so we are literally choosing to walk away or move away from energy that no longer suits us and more into calm waters. So it's in this sense of this tarot deck, it's like she's taking the leap of not knowing what the heck is going to happen, but going with it so that she can go into a new journey, a new path. This also reminds me of just like the full moon. So this, again, it just, to me, it just kind of seems like a little bit like a full moon. It's a circle. It's got like she's it's kind of like she's just allowing herself to let the moon take her to where she needs to go, or allowing the moon, or AKA your intuition, your feminine side, doesn't matter your gender, everyone has a masculine and feminine side, taking that into account and just allowing it to take her off to a whole new journey. So automatically I'm like, that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and dump into these cards since I don't know, and we had a whole bunch that fell out. So first we have, okay, we have the Ace of Materials, the Hanged Muse, Five of Inspiration, and the Three of Voices. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Three of Voices here. Now, can we just take a second to look at the imagery of this card? This card, you clearly see someone crying in the background. She has tears in her eyes. Down below, there is a playing field. It's, you know, yellow, it's golden. And then we have a door here. And through the door, you see that there is shadow. And then in between that, you see between her foot and her toes that there's light coming through. Immediately, I'm like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's light, there's light, there's light, there's light, there's light. You do not have to feel as if you're stuck. You do not have to feel as if this is your life and this is all you have to relive or try to experience life, that this is what it is. It's not. There's a door right behind you saying that all you have to do is open it and allow the new to come in. Allow the love, allow the healing to really take place. You don't have to sit on the floor. You don't have to feel as if you're trapped. You don't have to feel like there is no other way or ifs, buts for you. There is always a way. Whether that mean you trying to find a community that can help you, whether that be you reaching out to a coworker and say, I need help, or even if that means breaking up with a partner of yours and saying, I can't do this anymore. It just isn't fitting for me and my soul. Regardless of what your situation is, you have the ability to walk away from it and to grow and heal from it. It is not set in stone. You have the ability to open up that door and see where it can take you. And I see that when you start to really not allow those energies to keep you captive, you start to really go in the mode of being in a hangman. The hangman is really at a time where you need to kind of bring in more stillness, bring in more quiet, bring in more time for you to process what is going on for you. Sometimes as life goes so fast for us, I mean, we see videos fast, we see people talking to us fast, we experience things fast, that we don't really give ourselves the time and the energy to really process what's going on right now. And I feel as if once you guys open up that door and say, I'm ready to start healing, I'm ready to start letting go, the process of you healing is actually going to allow yourself to get to the place where you want to be. And that's where the hangman comes in. You need to be in more stillness. You need to allow yourself to really feel the emotions, understand those emotions, see where they stem from, see where do you want from this, or what don't you want from this, or what don't you want to experience again. Whatever this is that you feel is keeping you captives, allow yourself to heal from it and say, I recognize it, I see it, I understand it. I'm going to pay attention to it more so that I know to really heal myself and to allow the inspiration or the joy or the happiness to bring back into my life. But taking that time for yourself to be still, to meditate, to eat healthy, to bring in more love for yourself is going to bring you into the next step for you. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where it cut off at, but I'm just going to go ahead and repeat this again. Before we get into that, I'm glad I checked. I don't know what's going on, but basically what I was saying is with this six of inspiration, this is allowing me to see that because of the things that you are going through of allowing yourself not to feel this pain anymore, doing meditation, being still and healing yourself, realizing that you don't need to fight or try to make other people see you. You see yourself. And by doing different affirmations, by saying you are beautiful and really standing up for yourself and saying, I am worth these things, you are going to come into a more of a bask of victory for yourself. This victory is going to allow you to have more, this victory is going to allow you to have more freedom. It's going to allow you to know that what you are worth and what is something that you want going forward for yourself. The Six of Wands is all about victory. So you coming from one point of this whole, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I don't know how things are going to be, I don't know how things are going to change, I don't know how things are going to develop for me, or what am I going to do? It's going to be okay. Because at the end of this, you're going to have not only victory, but also new beginnings coming your way of new materials. And I feel like this new materials is more in a sense of you knowing that it's to me, the new materials, or the Ace of Materials, which is the Ace of Pentacles, is going to be you birthing a whole new set of boundaries for yourself. These boundaries are going to show others your self-worth and how you deem it, or how you want to be treated going forward. I also see this is going to be leading you into new abundance, a new way of mental abundance, this new way of looking at your foundations and saying, you know what, I want more, I deserve more, and really just opening up a whole new chapter in your life with this new of Ace of Materials. You're literally coming in. You're really coming at a place when you first started of really feeling sad, dark, like you don't know how things are going to happen for you, but you have decided to go ahead and say, no, enough is enough. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to do the things that I need to do to heal me and to be better for me. I know I don't need to fight with everybody. I know I don't need to do anything but to rely on myself and to allow new energies to come in. And when you do that, baby, it's beautiful because you're allowing more victory to come in, and new abundance is going to be on its way to you. New set of really valuing your worth and valuing valuing your time as well. I heard really having those boundaries and saying, you know what, my time is worth this, it's not worth that anymore. So this is a really beautiful energy. Again, we're starting off with the underline of the Six of Swords. So it's literally saying that, in a sense, we are taking that leap and knowing that, you know what, my worth is so much more than this. I don't need to fight with you anymore. I don't need to go through this anymore. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm worth more than this. So because of that, you're going to be materializing new beginnings for you in the sense of new materials. Let's go ahead and jump into your oracle cards now. And I'm going to start off with the work of light cards. Spirit, what message do you have for this full moon? What message do they need to know? Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I'm going to take not these ones, but the two that actually fell. So 1 second. The bottom of the deck, we have the Age of Light. You have been training this for lifetimes. This kind of makes me feel like you guys have been going through little cycles and not really knowing what kind of, like, what are the underlying meanings of these cycles? Is it the person? Is it a situation? Is it kind of like you're doing all these things but not really knowing that you're doing them intentionally? Is this childhood trauma? Is this something you're not really realizing that, you know, oh my gosh, I really need to work on this because this is why I do this, or this is why I kind of have the same people gravitate towards me, and I want better. I deserve better. I want more love. I want more worth. I want more people who are worthy of my time to really get it, instead of giving it to people who not only hurt you, but make you feel as if you're not worth it at all. So those are the two cards. Let me go ahead and pull this here. 1 second. I'm just going to move these over a little bit. So immediately the first card I see, as you guys can see, is leap. Leap. If this is not the perfect thing to see right now, we have leap twice, not only in this card, but also in the Muse card over there. This is definitely a sign that you need to let yourself just take a leap of faith and allow the universe to have its back on you. It's got you. It's got you. There's no need to worry. There's no need to fret. All you have to do is take that initial step and just leap. I know it can be scary, and I know you may not know how or what's going to happen, but I mean, look at this. We have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Yes. What are you needing to let go? Do you see the lightning bolt here? Like, it literally is like, you know what? We're going to, you can choose either door. You can either stay in this chaotic shit, or you can decide to walk through it, allow the stuff that doesn't fit you no more to crumble the hell down, and walk into new prosperity. Walk into something that's beautiful, and it's going to bring so much more of abundance for you. Look at all those beautiful flowers. Look at all how the path goes down a way, and that it's just more beautiful in the inside rather than being in the outside of that chaoticness. Allow the things that are happening to you to crumble. You may not really understand why it's happening right now or why right now, but at the same time, it really does feel as if Spirit is saying that it doesn't matter any other time it happens. It's already happened to you before, and you need to learn this lesson. Understand that it's not you, it's them. You need to change something within yourself. You need to let go of certain things in order for you to really get this victory and receive the abundance that you deserve. Yeah, that's exactly what I got. Let's go ahead and grab these cards. These are the spellcasting cards, and I just want to see if there is any other additional messages the Spirit wants you to know about that. Friendships, I see. Definitely get a hold of your friends, your true friends, ones that's not going to talk about you behind your back, because you know we got some of those. Probably let those people go. They probably are the ones that are trying to do it. I'm not going to take this one because these kind of all fell out. But we do have 3 cards. All right, so the first card that pulls up is courage. I mean, come on. Come on. Have the courage to take that leap. Have the courage to believe in yourself. Have the courage to do what you need to do for you. Again, I know it's going to be scary. Believe me, I'm testament of that right now. The life that I'm living is super scary, and I have no idea what my next steps are, but each and every day I take the courage and the strength to continue on, because I know there's something better out there for me. I know that the universe is going to align myself with something different, but you need to take that first step of having that courage. Allow that courage to come in and say, you know what, we got you. Not only that, but we're going to catch you with that leap. Yeah, have the willpower. You guys see this? Have the willpower. You have literally the option to wield everything in your hands. Again, willpower is another word that goes along with the Wands card. It's the willpower. It's the passion. It's the drive. It's the ability to know that you can do this. You can get through this dark time and allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to really bring in more of that abundance that you deserve. And then we have friendship. Maybe during this time, contact the friends that you know that are true to you to allow them to help you, uplift you. Maybe it's a bunch of people that you have found on the internet, like your internet soul tribe. Maybe it's just finding new people in general, just going out and doing things for yourself without having a plan and meeting new people and seeing where that takes you. Regardless of where it takes you, have the willpower to just go. Have the willpower to just say, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to change for me. But right now, I'm open to receiving new possibilities for myself. And I'm going to take that courage and that leap to really just go with it. We also have at the bottom of the deck, we have the animals here. Focus. There you go. And to me, if you have any animals, cuddle with them, go with walks with them, do things with your animals. They're probably trying to comfort you as well. They're trying to give you that love. You also may have spirit animals. I know for me, I do have some. And so there may be some spirit animals here that you can try to embody in more of their energy that they possess as well. We're going to now go into the astrology cards here, and we're just going to see if anything, Spirit wants you to know. All right, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So they want blessings. Blessings are on its way to you. They don't want Uranus. They don't want Sagittarius, even though we have the full moon in Sag. Just take a look at that card. I see. To me, this really reminds me of your third eye as well. Going with your intuition, going with your gut, follow that. And we have destiny. They said destiny's yes. So destiny, again, did we have something else like this is something? Yeah, the age of light at the bottom of the deck, a work of light. It just sounds like this is just something you're supposed to go through. You're supposed to go through this in order for you get to another, at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the path, of the end of the new chapter, at the end of a new book. Like this is something that you're supposed to do to kind of kickstart something that's coming in for you, which to me is really beautiful. Spirit, can I have one more card, please? Thank you. So no on that one. I'm telling you, they really want you to know. They said this is the one, the life purpose here. Life purpose. It's honestly, when I look at this imagery now, I really do see like how her wings in a sense look like a heart. It looks like wings. It's that fire energy again with that Six of Wands and the Five of Wands here. And then we have something like kind of like attacking her, right? And in this attack mode, she's like bracing it off and saying, no, this is not, you're not going to disrupt myself. You're not going to disrupt what I'm doing for myself. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm blocking you. And I'm allowing myself to step into my own light, my inner being, my own self. This is really saying to me that when you really do follow your true heart and what you want for yourself, new things are going to be coming to you in such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. Because we have courage here, we have blessings here, we have the crumbling here, we have the Six of Wands here. There's a lot of energy here of saying you have the option to change your destiny or change your path right now. Yeah, sickle. I'm looking at the excuse me, I'm looking at the way that it's cutting the actual wheat here. Cut the people out of your life that don't suit you. Cut them out. They're not doing anything for you other than bringing you down. Other than bringing you down. And you don't need that. You need people there that's going to uplift you. Activation. Yeah. It's time for you to activate yourself and allow yourself to really heal. Do not continue to be stuck in that area where you're at of feeling like you do not deserve anything. Spirit is really saying that it's time for you to come into your own light and allow those energies to help you. Don't let them keep you whole. Don't let those energies, those people, that situation to keep you at hold. So now we have clouds. This to me is really saying that look at how it was dark over here and then light came in and now it's all calm. It's going to be okay, you guys. You guys are going to be okay. You guys are going to be okay. I know it's tough right now, and I know it seems like nothing's going to get changed. Nothing's going to be a little bit different. No, it's not. You just need to take the courage and take the initial steps of getting out of the situation for yourself. It's going to be okay. Yeah, ring. Give yourself that promise. Don't look to other people to do that. Give it to yourself. Promise yourself that you're not going to be stuck in this ways anymore, stuck in this mindset of like, you know what, it's not going to change. Things are going to be the way that it is. It's not. Because then we have flowers here. To me, this is really about healing all of your chakras. That's immediately how I felt when I saw this card, and what guides are telling me, heal all of your chakras. Once you start at the root, which is the red, you work your way up into your whole inner being. Your aura is going to change. The way that you think about yourself is going to change. Your heart is going to change. And then we have your throat chakra right here, really allowing yourself to speak your mind and know what you want and say what you want and communicate in a different way. Again, we got that Gemini energy of really allowing that way of changing your mindset. You guys really have to let certain things go, because I feel like as if you guys are thinking that it's going to be one way and it's not. Spirit is saying that it's not. This card, yeah, empathy. Have empathy for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself for why you're here or how'd you get here. Understand that, yes, you're here, but how do I get the hell out? How do I make this better for myself? That's how you really see yourself learning and growing from this journey. Especially during this full moon, it's going to allow you to really let go. Really let go. Spirit, can I have? Thank you. Yeah. Can I get one more card? Thank you. All right, you guys, that's going to be those cards right there. So we have balance. Yeah, didn't I say that? Bring in more balance with the meditation. Bring in more, allow yourself to feel that energy more, like bring in more sleep, bring in more eating healthy, you know, drinking more water, bringing in that balance. If you're, you know, if you know what you're doing to yourself, you know, if you're being sad and depressed, what you're doing to your body, your mind, and your soul. What do they need in order for you to start getting back to where you need to be at, where your destiny is supposed to lead you at, where you're supposed to go from here on out? Think about that. Because the more you bring in that type of balance, the more you're going to be able to bring in new opportunities. I'm telling you, blessings are on its way to you. Blessings are on its way to you. We have a new way of coming into some new light, some new ace of materials. There's a lot of energy here of saying you have the opportunity to really change how things are going for you. On the energy here, I see that you have the opportunity to change the way that things are happening for you right now. You just have to take that leap. You have to be willing to walk away from these troubled waters and know that you are deserving of so much more, of so much more. Okay, well, my loves, this is going to be your reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. I hope you guys truly did enjoy this reading. I feel really inspired by you guys because I just have this really good sense that you guys are going to get through this. You're going to kick ass. You're going to do what you need to do. Please thank your guides and your higher self for receiving this message today. Not only that, but if you would like to receive a message from me on getting a little bit more clarity, that information is going to be in the description box down below. I also do provide journaling prompts. So for shadow work, anything like that, as well as developing more self-care. And then I also do other bundles like providing affirmations, as well as candle spells and things like that. But I'm just so really appreciated you guys coming here and allowing me to speak and give you some inspiration on what the energies are currently right now for this full moon in Sagittarius. And I will catch you guys at our next reading. Bye, my loves.